Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into one of the most fascinating and honestly life-changing topics in health right now, gut health. Did you know your gut contains over 100 trillion microorganisms? That's more than the number of stars in the Milky Way. And here's the kicker, these tiny organisms don't just help you digest food. They influence your mood, your immune system, even your skin and your weight. In fact, some scientists now call the gut your second brain because of the powerful connection between your digestive system and your mind, called the gut-brain axis. So if you've been feeling tired, bloated, anxious, or struggling with skin problems or weight gain, it might not just be in your head, it might be in your gut. In today's video, we're going deep into what exactly the gut microbiome is, why it matters more than most people realize, how probiotics, prebiotics, and even postbiotics work, the role of diet and lifestyle, and most importantly, simple, science-backed tips you can start using today. Gut health has become a major trend in the US. From kombucha to kimchi, probiotics pills to gut testing kits, you've probably seen it everywhere. But what's hype and what's truly helpful? Stick around because we're going to cut through the noise and help you understand how to truly take care of your gut. And hey, if you like this kind of deep dive health content, make sure to hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss future videos. Before we jump in, here's a quick disclaimer. This video is for educational purposes only. It's not medical advice. If you're dealing with a medical condition, always consult a qualified healthcare professional. All right, let's dive in now, starting with part 1, understanding the microbiome. Let's start with the basics. What exactly is the gut microbiome? Imagine a bustling city, only instead of people, cars, and buildings, it's packed with bacteria, viruses, fungi, and other microorganisms. This microscopic city lives inside your digestive tract, mostly in your large intestine. But here's what's fascinating. These microbes aren't just passengers, they're essential workers. They help break down the food you eat, extract vitamins, protect you from harmful bacteria, and even send signals to your brain. Every person's microbiome is unique, almost like a fingerprint. That's why one diet or supplement might work wonders for one person but not for another, and the scale of it is mind-blowing. There are over 100 trillion microorganisms inside you. That's about 3 pounds of bacteria living in your gut, more than the weight of your brain. Now, you might be wondering, are all bacteria bad? The answer is no. In fact, the balance between good and bad bacteria is what keeps your gut healthy. When things are in balance, your digestion runs smoothly, your immune system stays strong, and you feel energized. But when this balance gets disrupted, that's when problems start. More on that in the next section. What's even more amazing is how connected the gut is to other parts of the body. Scientists have discovered what's called the gut-brain axis, a two-way communication system between your gut and your brain. That means your gut health can affect your mood, your stress levels, and even conditions like depression and anxiety. So when you hear people say listen to your gut, they might be onto something more scientific than we realized. In the next part, we'll explore why gut health matters so much, not just for digestion, but for your entire body and mind. Stay with me? Okay, now that we know what the gut microbiome is, let's talk about why it matters. And trust me, it matters a lot. First, digestion. Your gut bacteria help break down complex foods like fiber and turn them into short-chain fatty acids, super important compounds that reduce inflammation and support the cells lining your gut. Without the right microbes, your body simply can't get the full nutritional benefit from what you eat. Second, the immune system. About 70% of your immune system is located in your gut. Yep, 70%. Your gut acts like a training camp, teaching immune cells how to respond to threats. A healthy gut means better defense against infections and even less risk of autoimmune conditions. Third, mental health. Thanks to the gut-brain axis, your gut bacteria can actually produce neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine, the same chemicals that regulate mood, sleep, and feelings of happiness. That's why some researchers call the gut the second brain. Fourth, skin health and weight management. Studies show that gut imbalances can contribute to acne, eczema, and even weight gain by affecting how your body stores fat and regulates hunger. In short, the health of your gut shapes the health of your entire body from the inside out, and here's something powerful to remember. While you can't change your genetics, you can change your microbiome. That's right. Every meal, every lifestyle choice you make is an opportunity to shift your gut health in a better direction. Coming up next, we'll break down the most common gut problems and the warning signs you should watch for. Stay tuned. Let's get real for a minute. How do you know if your gut is in trouble? One big sign is bloating, that uncomfortable, tight feeling after meals. It can be a clue that your gut bacteria are out of balance, leading to excess gas and fermentation in your digestive tract. Another common issue: irregular digestion. That includes constipation, diarrhea, or swings between the two. A healthy gut should keep things moving smoothly, not leave you guessing what's going to happen every time you eat. Then there's food sensitivities. If you suddenly feel uncomfortable after eating certain foods like dairy, gluten, or even some fruits and veggies, it might not be a you problem, but a gut problem. An imbalanced microbiome can make it harder to break down certain compounds. Fatigue and brain fog are also connected. That's right, when your gut health is poor, inflammation can rise throughout the body, leaving you feeling tired, unfocused, and mentally sluggish. Finally, don't ignore signs like frequent colds or skin flare-ups, since the gut is so tied to immunity and inflammation. Issues here can show up as getting sick often or skin problems like acne, eczema, or rosacea. What causes all of this? Poor diet, stress, overuse of antibiotics, lack of sleep, too little fiber, and too much sugar. They can all harm your gut microbes and disrupt the balance between good and bad bacteria. The good news coming up, we'll explore how probiotics can help restore that balance and what you need to know before picking the right ones. Don't go anywhere. Now, let's dive into probiotics, a word you've probably seen everywhere, from yogurt cups to supplement bottles. So, what exactly are probiotics? In simple terms, probiotics are live bacteria and yeasts that are good for you, especially for your digestive system. Think of them as helpful reinforcements that join your gut's team, crowding out the bad guys and helping maintain a healthy balance. You can find probiotics naturally in certain fermented foods. Yogurt is the most famous one, but don't stop there. Kefir, a fermented milk drink, is packed with diverse strains. Kimchi and sauerkraut bring fermented vegetable power. Miso and tempeh offer probiotic benefits from fermented soy, and kombucha, that fizzy tea, has become a trendy gut-friendly drink. But what about supplements? Probiotic supplements can help when you need a concentrated dose, especially after antibiotics or during times of stress. However, not all supplements are created equal. Here's what to look for: specific strains like lactobacillus or bifidobacterium that have been studied for the effect you want, for example, digestion versus immunity. CFUS, that's colony-forming units, showing how many live organisms you're getting, a product with proper storage instructions. Because some probiotics need refrigeration to stay alive. One important tip: taking more doesn't always mean better. It's about the right strains at the right dose for the right reason. And remember, probiotics work best when combined with prebiotics, the food that keeps them alive. In the next part, we'll explore prebiotics and postbiotics and why they're just as important for your gut health. Stick around. Okay, so we've talked about probiotics, the good bacteria you introduce into your gut, but what do those bacteria eat? That's where prebiotics come in. Prebiotics are special types of fiber that your body can't digest, but your good bacteria love. They're basically the food that helps your gut microbes thrive. You'll find prebiotics in foods like garlic, onions, leeks, asparagus, bananas, oats, and chicory root. When you eat these foods, you're not just feeding yourself, you're feeding the helpful bacteria inside you. Now, here's where it gets even cooler. Postbiotics. Postbiotics are the byproducts, or more accurately, the health-promoting compounds that your gut bacteria produce when they break down prebiotics. Think of them as the thank you gifts from your microbes for feeding them well. Some of the most important postbiotics are short-chain fatty acids like butyrate, which help reduce inflammation, strengthen your gut lining, and support immune health. To sum it up, probiotics equals the bacteria, prebiotics equals the food for the bacteria, postbiotics equals the beneficial substances made by the bacteria. If you only focus on one part, like popping a probiotic pill but ignore the rest, you're missing the full picture. Up next, we're going to connect it all with diet and show you exactly how what you eat shapes your microbiome, often within just days. Stay tuned. Let's talk about one of the most powerful tools you have to shape your gut health, your diet. Here's the good news: your gut microbiome is flexible. Unlike your genetics, which you can't change, your gut bacteria respond quickly to what you eat. In fact, research shows that within just 3 to 4 days of changing your diet, your gut microbes start shifting. So, what kinds of foods help? First up, fiber-rich, plant-based foods. Think fruits, vegetables, legumes, whole grains, nuts, and seeds. These provide prebiotics and polyphenols, compounds that help nourish the good bacteria. Second, fermented foods. We're talking yogurt, kefir, kimchi, sauerkraut, miso, tempeh, and kombucha. These deliver live probiotics straight to your gut. Third, diversity. Studies show that people who eat 30 or more different types of plants per week have a healthier and more diverse gut microbiome compared to those who eat less. On the flip side, here's what harms your gut: highly processed foods, excess sugar and refined carbs, artificial sweeteners, excess alcohol, low-fiber diets. In short, your microbiome thrives on real food, the kind your great-grandparents would recognize, not the ultra-processed stuff in shiny packages. And here's a bonus: the Mediterranean diet, rich in olive oil, fish, whole grains, and plenty of veggies, is consistently linked to a healthier microbiome and lower inflammation. In the next part, we're going to look at some cutting-edge science and the exciting future of microbiome research. Don't go anywhere. Now, let's dive into some of the most exciting scientific breakthroughs happening right now in the world of gut health. First, mental health. Researchers are finding fascinating links between the microbiome and mental health conditions like depression and anxiety. In some studies, people who took specific probiotic strains reported improved mood and reduced stress. This is part of what's called psychobiotics, or probiotics that affect the brain. Second, personalized medicine. Thanks to gut microbiome testing kits, scientists can now analyze the unique bacterial profile of an individual and recommend personalized dietary or supplement strategies. But a word of caution: many commercial kits on the market still lack scientific validation, so it's important to approach them carefully. Third, disease treatment. There's growing evidence that the microbiome plays a role in conditions like inflammatory bowel disease, obesity, type 2 diabetes, and even autoimmune disorders. In the future, we might see treatments using targeted microbiome therapies like fecal transplants or designer probiotics to treat or even prevent disease. Fourth, the immune system. Did you know that certain gut bacteria can actually train your immune system to better distinguish between friend and foe? This discovery is opening doors to potential vaccines and therapies that work with your microbiome. The bottom line is, gut health isn't just a wellness trend, it's an emerging frontier of science with the potential to reshape how we understand and treat disease. In the next part, I'll give you practical, easy-to-follow tips you can apply today to support your gut health. Let's keep going. Okay. We've covered the science, now let's get practical. Here are simple, science-backed steps you can take to support your gut health, starting today. First, eat a diverse range of plants. Aim for at least 20 to 30 different plant foods each week. That includes fruits, vegetables, whole grains, legumes, nuts, seeds, and herbs. The more variety, the better for your microbial diversity. Second, include fermented foods regularly. Add a spoonful of sauerkraut to your meals. Enjoy a cup of kefir or yogurt, or sip on some kombucha. These foods provide natural probiotics. Third, cut back on ultra-processed foods and added sugars. These can feed harmful bacteria and disrupt your gut balance. Fourth, manage stress. Remember the gut-brain connection. Chronic stress can negatively impact your microbiome. Try meditation, deep breathing, or even just a daily walk outside. Fifth, stay active. Regular exercise has been shown to increase microbial diversity and improve gut health. Sixth, use antibiotics wisely. They're sometimes necessary, but overuse can wipe out beneficial bacteria. If you do need them, talk to your doctor about supporting your gut during and after. And finally, stay hydrated. Water helps move things smoothly through your digestive system and supports the mucosal lining of your gut. Remember, small changes add up. You don't need to overhaul everything overnight. Just start adding more gut-friendly habits into your daily routine. Next up, we'll wrap everything up and I'll leave you with one powerful takeaway. Stay with me. We've covered a lot today, so let's quickly recap. Your gut microbiome is a complex, dynamic ecosystem that affects nearly every part of your health, from digestion and immunity to mood, skin, and weight. By understanding the roles of probiotics, prebiotics, and postbiotics, and by making simple, intentional changes to your diet and lifestyle, you have the power to shape your gut health for the better. Here's my challenge to you. What's one gut-friendly change you can start today? Maybe it's adding more plants to your meals, trying a fermented food, or cutting back on added sugars. Drop your answer in the comments. I'd love to hear. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you won't miss our next deep dive. Coming up soon, we'll explore the gut-skin connection and how your microbiome might hold the key to clearer, healthier skin. You don't want to miss it. Thank you for watching, take care of your gut, and I'll see you in the next video.